Now, our first visit this week is to Halifax and a home with 3 dogs. Now, Gwen's a very sweet look.
Yeah, she's not frightened.
Not frightened at all?
She's more frightened than the dog.
Yeah. And here they come. Hello there. Hello, I'm guessing this is Libby.
Libby?
Yes, very confident, not shy at all. And this is Duncan. Hello, Duncan. Well, Duncan's not scared of Peter anyway. Let's see when he sees me. Duncan. Duncan. Hello. Hello, hello, Libby. Yes, yes, they said you are, Libby. Oh, well, I see. Not too scared of me. So what do you think is the problem with Duncan then?
Well, he's very nervous normally of people. If you try and speak to him, there we are. He's realised that he doesn't know you.
Ah, right.
Then he'll.
The realisation.
Lots of people.
I see.
Duncan.
Yes, she's off now.
Come on, lad.
Come on, Duncan.
Good girl, Libby.
Hello, not you.
He actually. This is what he's hiding behind us here.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
They are rather unruly anyway.
Hello there.
Come on, Duncan. Come on.
I see what you mean.
When we picked him, he was in a litter of the 3.
Yeah.
And he was one that seemed to be most independent, which we thought would be actually good from our point of view. But that independence seems to have translated into a fear of people.
Duncan, Duncan, come on. Hello. Hello there. Hello, come on. Come on. Doesn't want to say hello. You do, don't you? You're not shy. And Gwen, you're not shy either. So what do you think it is?
I don't know. I really have no idea. He's, various people have told me different things. That he suffers from a lack of confidence, or someone else said that I wasn't firm enough with him.
That's hard to believe.
Everyone that knows about dogs will give you a different answer for it.
I assume you show dogs, don't you?
Well, just these 2 very unsuccessfully.
You've got some rosettes up
Yes,
there.
I know, but they're
Little shows.
Little shows mostly.
So what happens when you show him?
I'll go in the ring and he'll move for the judge perfectly, but when the judge has to go over them, feel the construction and make sure that everything's as it should, he just won't stand and let them do it.
Duncan even panics at the show training classes, let alone a proper dog show. Is there any way of stopping him throwing a wobbler every time he meets a judge? It's another challenge for the dog listener.
Push off without speaking. Push her off without speaking. Now, you know, think about this. This dog has come straight in and said, "Bust me now!" That's what the dog's done, and you've gone, "Yeah, right then." So how can a dog push it without speaking? You're not going to have that. But if you turn around and say, "Get down, stop it," anything you like, you might as well say rhubarb and custard. You're wasting your breath. Because in the canine world, like most worlds, push him off. Actions speak louder than words. Don't look. Because if you look, if I look at you, Peter, you assume I'm going to speak to you. That's right. Yeah? If I look at you, attention's on you. What we're not having under any way, shape or form, this is a repertoire, this is putting everybody in their place, and my answer is please yourself. So what we've got here is 2 hoodlums that come in and push you around. And now, you see, look, now I'll lick you because, we're having a thing. You're not having that, push him off. I mean, Peter, can you see what happened there? Oh, I'll just loll on you. Self-control, that's what we want. We don't want to control them. It's not about controlling them. It's about getting them to get it right of their own free will. Okay, well, just take hold of him and take him over there with you. I've got hold of him now. See, let me touch him. Because I'm non-confrontational. Now, what I'm going to show you, it's Libby, isn't it? Libby, come on, love. Good girl. I should smile. I should smile. Right, you see, the thing is, when we have a breed like this, good girl, stand. I know she knows what to do. Now, when we stack them up, where can she go if somebody comes at her? Where can she go? I've got her now. I've stacked her, ready to show, yeah? Good girl. Good girl. All right, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl. I always make a good associate. Good girl. Right, so I've got her stacked. And finished. Good girl. Now, I was holding her. If somebody she doesn't know comes at her, flight and freeze are gone. Yeah, let him go now and come back to you. Do you see what happened? Flight and freeze are gone. So he's not an aggressive dog. He can't turn to aggression, so he just dies a death. She's trying to get very close to me. She's realising something, there's a change going on. They're nice and relaxed, that's lovely. Right now, how they feel is, they've got you to look after, and they found somebody who can look after all of you.
Yeah, wow.
What we have to do is get them to believe that you're a leader. That means when you go in the show ring and you ask him to take somebody coming at him, he will think, well, if it's cool by you, that's okay by me. He knows I'm not going to hurt him. I've given him every reason to want to be in my gang. That's the whole point. He now, of his own free will, is trusting me implicitly. Look, there's no fear. So if I came at him and looked in his mouth, no fear. No fear of me at all. Everything I've done has shown him, you haven't got to fear me.
That could change.
It is. Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's what's taken half an hour.
Okay, you're not going near anybody.
1 month later and Duncan is much improved. Sue and Peter have persevered with Jan's method with all 3 of their dogs, and now, at least at training class, Duncan is prepared to be handled by a stranger without panicking.
Libby.
Gosh, he's powered up, hasn't he, sir?
It might take a bit longer, but we could be looking at a future champion.